Today, the 1000th issue of Action Comics is in print and marks an incredible milestone of 80 years of the most iconic, wholly fictional hero in human history. Other mythic heroes like Hercules, Guan Yu, Prince Ivan, Gilgamesh, Ulysses, King Arthur, they're all products of their time and uniquely their place. Superman is no different. He is uniquely an American superhero. So, here's to Superman, to truth, justice, and the American way. I'm truth and justice enthusiast Dan Upton, and this is the Doomcast. Originally only bulletproof and able to jump really high, Superman gained additional powers over the years. His rogues gallery is large and contains some of the most recognizable villains in comics. Lex Luthor, a billionaire criminal mastermind. Ultrahumanite, a crippled mad scientist who put his brain in a simian powerhouse. And Brainiac, a cyborg intellect from the planet Kolu. The bustling city of Metropolis was originally modeled not after New York City, but after Toronto and Cleveland, where Joe Shuster grew up. But gradually, it came to represent and even become a metaphor for New York. Superman is the ultimate American superhero. An illegal immigrant from a galactic shithole that was destroyed by its own government, ignoring climate science. An orphan boy, given shelter and love by childless Midwestern parents. A boy that grows up to become a journalist, a quiet liberal geek with a radical notion that truth isn't subjective, that facts are facts, and that democracy dies in darkness, and that someone needs to stand up to bullies. He is colleague to a braver and more talented journalist who consistently puts her life and reputation on the line for truth, bringing down scandals, crimes, lies, and even corrupt presidents, the way someone more powerful than a locomotive never could. Superman chooses to be more than himself, committing to justice for those weaker than himself. A man with the power of a god who humbles himself to better the lives of the powerless while the wealthy around him hoard wealth and spread baseless fear and corrupt the rest of their culture. Created by two Jewish men, sons of undocumented immigrants, in response to a racist fascist philosophy, based in part out of a corruption of Nietzsche's idea of the Übermensch, the apotheosis of a Superman that had risen to threaten their ancestral Europe. Unlike Nietzsche's idea, their Superman was a nearly godlike being, but nothing if not moral. Superman, like any superpowered metahuman, is not a hero by right of power, but by virtue. Superman is a choice to give what power you have in the defense of others and service to those who are unable to protect and help themselves. This is a choice that we face every single day. That is the American way. Not greed, not fear, not racism, not casting aspersions on the truth in the media, not hegemony of narcissistic billionaires afraid of illegal aliens, billionaires who launder money through their multinational corporations. The American way is freedom, but neither a freedom from indifference or the plight of others or social Darwinism. The price of freedom, yes, is vigilance, but also responsibility. Not just personal responsibility, but also neighborly responsibility for every single one of us in the face of hatred, fear, rage, greed, and lies. Power is absolutely nothing without the moral authority to hold it, and power is always earned after it's given. Kal-El becomes more than a Kryptonian through his humanity, more than an alien by being an Earthling rather than just an American, more than a demigod by being a servant of every living being. That's the truth, that's justice, and that's the American way. Thanks everyone. This has been the Doomcast. We'll see you next week.